Do you know that feeling when you just finished working on a project that was so intensive that you think to yourself, why did I do that to myself? What the hell was I thinking? But you're also thinking, I would totally do that again. Well, that's exactly how I was feeling on 23rd August 2020 when I self-published my first book, Admitted. And today, I published this story of how I self-published my first book, Admitted, with a full-time job during a pandemic. But wait, what is Admitted, first of all, you might be thinking? Admitted is a 368-page non-fiction book on higher education. It's aimed at anyone who has the dream to study abroad someday. I worked on it with 7 other wonderful people who joined me one after the other last year, starting with Sai, and then Komal, Rishabh, Srinivas, Karthik, Nadish, and finally Kirti. We created a book that covers everything from choosing universities to writing an SOP, to preparing for interviews, to getting a visa. The best part, it's extremely visual and fun to read. And I know I'm probably biased saying this myself. You can see for yourself in the hundreds of reviews that we have on Amazon for the book. And sometime in December 2020, as the intensive work was getting a little less intensive and I was retiring as the author of the book, I began thinking, wow, so much happened in the past 12 months that I want to capture this somewhere before I can move on. Actually, I needed to capture it so I could move on. Thus began my journey of trying to capture what happened in those 8 months for the past 8 months. So I began writing and writing and writing until it became a 7,500-word article. Fast forward to April 2021. I was sitting and solving this puzzle at my co-working space in San Francisco when I had this thought once again. Why not make this a short book in itself instead of just publishing it as an article and make it visual, just like Admitted itself, so people have fun reading it? So I reached out to my book's designer Komal and I asked her, how do you feel about working on another short book with me? And Komal, being the awesome person she is, said, let's do it. So for the past many months, we've been working on this as a small side project, just going back and forth on fonts and font sizes and illustrations and icons and all the fun stuff. And today, I am so thrilled to launch a 45-page short book on the story of Admitted, how I self-published a book with a full-time job during a pandemic. It is a structured brain dump of everything that I could think of that happened during the journey last year. The ideating, writing, designing, editing, publishing, selling, and so much more. If you're an aspiring writer and author, let me just tell you this. Life is too short to not be working on something that consumes you entirely. If I paused to think about how much I didn't know about publishing a book during this journey, I would have had no productive day. And I did have those thoughts at times, but thankfully, they were just fleeting like most thoughts. So if you have a bold vision of publishing a book or anything, kudos to you. What you should focus on is finding people who support that, who share that, and who also ignite that with their own purpose and passion. I've heard from so many people that writing and publishing is on their bucket list. So if this little book of mine makes you want to roll up your sleeve and move this item of publishing from your bucket list to your to-do list, then my heart will sing with so much joy. Finally, if you're thinking, what is the price of this book? Then my answer is, I have not set it. I want to try this experiment where I don't set the price for the book. Rather, I let the reader pay whatever they want to pay for it. So Gumroad, the platform where I'm hosting my book and launching it, thankfully gives me the option where I can set the base price to be $0, but you can pay whatever you want on top of that. You could pay $1 for it, you could pay $5, $10, $100. So whatever it is, it's completely up to you. I'll just say that 50% of whatever payment you make to me will go towards a nonprofit that's focused on education. This is just a small way for me to contribute through my work, and I just hope you support that. But if you would like to get the book for free, that's completely okay as well. And I just want more people to write and to self-publish. And I just hope that my journey of self-publishing inspires some of you out there. And if it does so, that's the best gift I can get. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope you read this book and you start writing. Happy reading and happy writing.